nutty kind of a book. Do you know that the guy says that machinery is going to take the place of every profession?
What do you say?
No.
Tomorrow night?
No.
Next year?
No.
Good. Because by me it's this way. The longer they know, the harder they yes.
Well, I don't want to be honorable with you unless it's absolutely necessary.
If you did 20% of the work and got 80% of the results, wouldn't you do it? Well, Stephanie Miller wrote the book on it. How to Save the Planet the 80-20 Way. Let's hear some tips on how to save the planet right now on The Al Travis Show.
We've got her, Stephanie Miller, the 80-20 Way. How you doing, Stephanie?
I'm doing great. How are you, Al?
Good. A little worried about the weekend. Mother's Day.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
You're worried about Mother's Day, you mean?
Yeah. This is the high pressure stuff. This is not, everybody knows Christmas is coming and, every commercial says buy this Christmas thing. That's the easy stuff. This is the hard stuff. You got to remember, it's this Sunday, people. That's why this is more like a charity thing I'm doing, remind people.
Public service announcement.
Yeah, you just don't see the commercials for it. I don't get that. There should be massive ads telling me what I need to buy for Mother's Day. What do you, as a mom, what do you think of this fine holiday? You big on it?
I love Mother's Day, but like any holiday, like birthdays, where you're the, you're the recipient of something.
Yeah.
It also comes with expectations that can be
Yes.
mismatched. And so I hear you, and you should feel a little bit of pressure since there's
Thank you. I do.
at least one mother in your life that you need to take care of. And my son happens to be visiting, so I have a few expectations as well. But I will tell you, so you want my advice on like a good...
Give me your bust down on the holiday. Even back when your mother was around, I'm using this. My mom was down the road, 80. They're actually trying to kind of downsize now. They don't need all the stuff that they've got. So getting a thing that would then sit there until they can get to the garage sale to get rid of it doesn't make a lot of sense. So finding that spot I'm 60 years into this, you give me this every year. Here's the difference, I guess, what I'm looking at. My wife's the same way. Married 30 years, kids for 25 years and 30 years. So what's new? Right. I will tell my children exactly what I want. This box of golf balls. This is it. That's what I want.
Right.
And the name and everything. You do that and I will love it. Yeah. My wife's a little...
Yeah. Cagey?
Thank you. Not forthcoming of what would make her happy. Don't worry about it. Anything is fine is a horrible answer. Horrible answer.
Okay. I got this covered for you.
Thank you. That's why I have you on the show. Thank you so much.
I am not like the expert on Mother's Day, but I am a mother, and this is a no-fail gift idea.
Like this. I'm loving this. Go. Everyone is paused and listen.
Make a meal for your wife. Make a meal for your wife, or take her out to her favorite restaurant. Maybe too late now to make those reservations. But my husband asked me, what do you want to do for Mother's Day?
All right.
My son is here. They are making me breakfast in the morning, which is, oh my gosh, that will fill my heart with joy. And
you're making that up. You eat breakfast every day.
Listen,
really? Okay.
I can't promise every woman, every mother is exactly like me. But there is something special about the people in your life making some effort, not just boxing something up, having someone wrap it for you, picking up the plastic covered flowers and checking off that box. There is something really special when the people that love you make the effort to do something that takes some effort. Making a meal, making a special reservation, making a plan, a surprise plan. I, again, can't guarantee I'm like every single woman, but I am anticipating these two meals, the homemade breakfast and the meal out at a French restaurant at night. And I'm so excited about it, even though I know what it is. I don't want flowers. Matt, if you're listening, I don't want flowers this year. I really, really don't. And I don't need chocolate either. I just want the home-cooked meal or the really nice meal out.
All right. If that works for you, that's great.
I swear, like pinky,
See,
I swear.
Okay. I and thank you for doing that. That is very cool. I just find it like my wife really likes this time of year now going to go plant, all the stuff outside and good for her. Getting a gift certificate to the Home and Garden Center just seems a little, because on the other hand, if I didn't give it for her, she'd still go buy them and she's going to put it in the ground. It's like,
well,
it's just tough. And I like your idea of making reservations.
I'm with you on that.
Do you know where I live? Do you know where I live? I don't know how far I got to go to find it. Yes. I don't know how far I have to drive to find the first restaurant that takes reservations. We're a small town. You show up. It's a little busy. We'll come back in a half hour.
Listen,
I don't.
You are the grill guy. I know.
Yeah,
I listen to your ads, your barbecue. Make a special marinated, your favorite meat, or her favorite, better yet. Do something where you make some effort and you set the table.
I see that's the problem. It's effort. Stephanie, it's the effort. Can you just make it easy? Al wants this dozen golf balls. Boom.
Okay. But that's
easy speasy.
Yeah, that's
I
you.
get you.
That's you.
Yeah.
She's the mom. So, and you've been married to her, you said how many years? 30
30.
Plus years?
Yeah, we're over 30.
So you know what she would love, right? So
yeah, it's all that effort. I think you begged it with the effort. It is. It's
really
effort.
Not that much effort.
All right, sure.
It's going to feel good for you, Al, if you make her happy on Mother's Day.
Your son doing pretty well. I don't need. That's kind of hard. To make mom breakfast, okay, he's going to come in, use your eggs, use your toast. He's fine. But then the fancy restaurant, is he kicking it in half with Matt? You know what I'm saying? Or is this?
I doubt it.
Okay, and I'm not ripping the kid because
I think. Well, he doesn't have a job yet, so I think, in fairness, his making the Mother's Day breakfast and my husband paying for the three of us to go out for a nice French meal is a good compromise. And believe me, I will be so thrilled from morning till evening. It will be my day. They'll hopefully be extra nice. They're always nice.
Well, yeah, extra nice.
Okay. But I don't want flowers. I don't want chocolate. I wrote this time last year, I wrote a newsletter and it's the only time my family sent me sort of hate mail.
Whoa! I missed this newsletter. Send me a copy of that. I want to read it now.
I'll send it to you. But it was about basically, I think, destroying Mother's Day for a lot of people. I said, here are all the problems with giving cards. Here are all the problems with giving chocolate. Here are all the problems with giving flowers. And I recommended the thing you said you don't want to do this year, which is the gift card experience thing, right?
Yeah.
So boy, did I hear it from my family. Why are you ruining it for everybody? And take my advice with a grain of salt. But I'm telling you, I'm a mother. It's going to make me thrilled on Sunday to be pampered with nice meals I don't have to think about.
You've heard of like Big Pharma, right? Big Pharma. Yeah. Have you ever heard of the big Hallmark people? You don't mess around with the greeting cards. You did not go after them. You should be in hiding somewhere. The FBI should be hiding that. They make big money. You tell me it's $8.95 to make that card. You kidding me? Big money in the card business.
Yeah.
Better watch out.
So this is what I wrote last year. 1 billion cards. 1 billion cards are given on Valentine's Day, which is the second largest card giving holiday after Christmas. And most of those cards are not recyclable, so they end up in landfills. Okay, that was the thing I wrote last year. Let me just upgrade it a little bit, just in case you haven't gotten a card yet and you must get a card.
I haven't, yeah.
There are places that sell cards not in plastic sleeves. You have to look a little harder, but they're out there. That's one idea. If you buy a card, don't buy a card that's got a lot of metallic, glittery stuff on it, because that's what makes the card not recyclable. If it's just paper with some colored, print and pictures, it's fine. It's recyclable. Recycle it, or hopefully mom will recycle. No, mom will love it so much.
Oh, put it in a drawer.
Yeah.
The problem with the card people, and I'm going to be honest with you, You start reading through the cards. They all sound about the same after a while. And then you just pick up the one with the really cool looking dog, like with the weird eyes. And then it's a funny card. Yeah, it loses all that emotion. You read all that stuff. You can't pick out one's perfect. And then you get a stupid, funny dog one. And it just misses the mark sometimes, my opinion.
Yeah. Okay, well, I have a crazy idea for you. Crazy.
Oh, okay, go
I
ahead.
shouldn't even be saying this on the air.
I love this. Go ahead.
Have you ever used AI to generate a poem?
You know what's interesting? No, because I don't know how. I talked to two of my children. Where do you get AI? What am I supposed to do to have AI? And how do I just go on the internet and say, is it free? Do I got to download an AI? I don't even know how it works. That's how bad I am at all.
Yeah. Well, again, I'm the sustainability gal, so I'm a little out of my depth, but I do pay now. It used to be free for one of the services. I pay a few dollars a week.
Tell me the name so I know. I want to know.
Well, the one I use is ChatGPT, I think.
Okay. I've heard of that. I don't know what it is, but
I think
that a Google thing?
I use Chat. It's Chat.
Can't you just ask it and it'll tell you what it is?
It says chat on AI. Maybe I don't know if that's anyway.
All right.
I've never done this, but my husband once, just to test it out, said, make up a poem about my wife. Here are some key things. We met, this is how we met.
This guy's good. This guy is really good.
Oh my God. I mean, I'm glad he told me that this was not his poem. It was, AI poem. So I'm not saying do this, but I'm saying you could get some cool ideas maybe if you. No.
Okay, anyway. Two things. First off, your husband, cool as heck. Great idea. Computer guy, I love it. He messed up when he told you the truth. This is one of those I think he could have got by with, and you're like, oh, he's the best. Oh, my God, he remembered all this stuff. He hit it out of the park and then got himself disqualified. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. He should have kept that a secret till his deathbed, my opinion.
Not like it didn't.
You would have posted that up on a wall in a frame and... Yeah.
No, it was
wasn't
not
that
his
good?
Voice. It was clear to me. But he confessed, he told me at the outset. So there was no lead up to
that's where he messed up.
Yeah.
Hey,
anyway, we're just brainstorming about avoiding being part of the $1 billion in wasted cards. You got to go.
I can tell big card people are going to come after you big time. I got to go to break.
I'm sorry. Okay, I take it off.
We'll talk more after this.
There are many ways to explore Alexandria. Some like to experience the outdoors and all the fun winter in Minnesota can provide. Pick your favorite way to get in touch with nature. Others like to explore downtown in the warm comfort of a boutique or gathered around a table with friends. You can do all of that or relax and do nothing at all. Come explore Alexandria. Start planning at explorealex.com.
You know that car sound that sounds like a cricket playing a banjo? Jay's can fix that. You know when you step on the brakes and your car sounds like a pair of tennis shoes in the dryer? Paul is the guy who specializes in that. And you know that sound that never happens when the mechanic's around? Paul took a whole course on that. If you own a car, you need to know Paul. Paul owns Jay's Auto Shop, 202 North Main Street, Blue Earth, 525-1052, 525-1052. What?
I obviously did not get enough sleep last night. I was quoting you about Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I think we all understand that, though. Yeah, I caught that. But, like, it's okay. I do 15 hours of talk a week. We mess things up once in a while. It's okay. The meaning was still there. Everybody knows. 30 seconds.
You don't need to ask him his opinion more than once. Al Travis on The Al Travis Show.
We love having Stephanie Miller in the program. We have yet to mention why. She wrote the book Zero Waste Living, the 80-20 Way. She comes on every couple of weeks and tells us how we can save the planet. If we did 20% of the work but got 80% of the results, wouldn't you do it? Heck yeah. And we haven't done that yet today, except for getting after the nasty card people. That's a good idea. Don't send cards. Cards, bad for the planet.
Yeah, whether it's Valentine's Day or Mother's Day, same rule applies. Chocolates, flowers, cards, they're homemade cards. Those are
you want to save the planet, and I like that. Talk to me about the chocolate thing. Is there some inherent thing that by wrapping it in more wrappings, it makes it worth more to people? Why is chocolate so over the top? I mean, we'll go to Valentine's Day because you like to talk about Valentine's Day. You get that heart-shaped box that's wrapped in plastic. The cardboard's got glitter all over it to show that it's a heart. You open it up, and then it's all in little individual cups, and then inside the cup is your chocolate. It's seems like a lot of wrapping for gifts.
So definitely there's the wrapping piece, but unfortunately there are other problems with chocolate. And I say this I'm cringing as I'm saying this because I'm a chocoholic, okay?
Oh, no. Okay.
So yes, there's all the wrapping, which is usually not recyclable, certainly not the plastic part of it. But there's also the agriculture. So we don't make cocoa beans here. Cocoa beans are grown in climates where they can be grown. Yeah. And there are a lot of issues around land use change, meaning they take land, convert it to cocoa fields, basically, makes a lot of money. And there are climate change aspects to that land conversion. So I don't know if you remember this, but years ago, you and I talked about beef and how beef is the most carbon intensive food group, if you will. And I know we can talk about that some more, but the weird thing is that chocolate is also way up there in terms of carbon emissions per pound of chocolate. Luckily, most of us don't sit down and eat a pound of chocolate, but it's because of that way it's grown and what happens to the land once it's turned into a cocoa field. But there's also that a lot of the cocoa agriculture in these countries is made with child labor, unfair labor practices. So what I had said, both for Valentine's Day and for Mother's Day, is to look, if you're going to get chocolate, look for the label that says it's Rainforest Alliance certified or Fair Trade certified, because that will give you a sense that the suppliers of the cocoa have done their business fairly and treated their employees fairly. So
this is where you lose people. This is where you lose people, Stephanie, probably a great deal. But now I'm going to be looking at chocolate differently and worrying about who raised what, where, when, and how, and all their. And I'm like,
maybe I'll get the Hallmark people off my back now.
Now you got big cocoa.
The chocolate folks are going to come after me. I'm a moving target here.
I appreciate you, but we're out of time. We'll hit more of it next time you're on. Okay, fair enough. Zero Waste Living, the 80-20 Way. You can get it by going to stephaniemiller.com. What is your website? Zero Waste Living DC.
ZeroWasteInDC.com. Right, the book is Zero Waste Living.
You see where I got confused.
Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to your wife, to your mother, to the mothers in your life.
Thank you very much.